Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings in even the worst of films. Today, it was just announced that Jon Bernthal, aka the Punisher of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is officially joining Tom Holland in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And let me explain something to you guys. That is 2/3 of the pie of perfection. And what I mean by that is, since the dawn of time, since reading comic books, I have always wanted to see a Spider-Man team up, the Punisher and Daredevil, where they are protecting New York City from a ground level, street level threat that isn't world ending from like aliens. What I mean by that is I've always wanted to see a movie where Spider-Man, Punisher, and Daredevil teamed up to take on the Kingpin. Now, I know that Kevin Feige has said that there's a lot of rights issues with Kingpin where Sony won't really let them, as in Marvel, use Kingpin in any of the movies. They can only use him in the TV shows. But for a long time, Marvel wasn't allowed to use Spider-Man at all. Yet, here we are. I mean, Marvel and the Big Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Disney as a whole have enough money to throw at Sony if they truly wanted Kingpin to be the villain of this film. And why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't Sony take them up on that offer? Sony's Spider-Man-less universe failed outside of the Venom movies. It's not like they're using Kingpin anyway. All Marvel has to do is go, hey, we'll give you $50 million to use Kingpin in the movie, and you can get 10% of whatever the box office ending total is. Why would Sony say no? That would be absolutely absurd. Now, I'm getting way ahead of myself because it's not like Daredevil was also announced to be in this film so far. It's just Jon Bernthal's Punisher. But let me explain something to you. Here, come a little closer. If you don't think a movie with Spider-Man, the Punisher, and Daredevil in it teaming up to take on Kingpin has the potential to be a $2 billion film, you are smoking something, and I want to know what it is, and I want you to give me some of it. If you want to make a Spider-Man film that is going to live up to the hype of Spider-Man No Way Home, this is how you do it. If you want to make a $2 billion Spider-Man film that doesn't have multiversal Spider-Men in Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in it, this is how you do it. This is arguably one of the best team-ups to ever happen in comic books, and they just announced that 2/3 of that puzzle is now there. We are now getting Spider-Man and Punisher in the same movie. Now, all they need to do is bring Charlie Cox's Daredevil in, and like I said, you have one of the greatest superhero team-ups in the Marvel Cinematic Universe of all time coming in between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Oh my god. There's no telling how much money this movie could make if they pull the trigger on that. Now, only time will tell. I wouldn't be surprised if they leave that part a surprise for the movie itself. Like, we just go in thinking it's a Punisher and Spider-Man film, but then boom, Daredevil shows up. That would be just as exciting, again, as seeing one of the other Spider-Men show up. And I'm kind of leaning towards believing they will leave that part a surprise. I don't know if they could keep the Kingpin part a surprise. Like, that's the villain of the movie. They would eventually have to show that in a trailer or something to sell what the movie's actually about. But don't be surprised if they save Daredevil as like the big mindfuck moment that happens in all of these MCU movies that everyone gets all excited about. But anyway, what do you guys think about this new casting? Are you excited to see the Punisher and Spider-Man team up? Or are you one of the very few people that are actually disappointed in this because you think it's just going to take away from more Spider-Man? You don't want to take the hype away from Spider-Man. You want to keep it solely on him. What do you guys think in the comments down below? I'd love to talk about it. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.